sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Lance now on first down. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And right away, he lost the football.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, there's the option going left. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance a handoff here to Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing now is Murray. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Trey Sermon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Lance. And it's caught. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Moore now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 31, Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go. That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14, Lance. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
All right.
On 1st down, Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, Sermon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Same target, same result. It's Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lance going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trey Lance, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A final shot before half for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw, it's Murray. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action. Now it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
2nd down at 4. Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 37. Check 37. Slice, 97.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Sermon. Runs over him. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Sermon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, San Francisco.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
57, Mike, 57.
I got him.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there. Well, Raheem Mostert, remember, he established himself as a special teams guy before becoming a good runner, and he's never been one to back away from contact as he's able to run through would-be tacklers there on his way downfield. Here's Sermon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 57. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
2 times. We got 4.
Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Go. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Murray now on first down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the backer.
Here's Murray.
Check, check. Watch 54.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Right there.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.